Whatever happened to Mark Walton? The story begins in high school. We're going to Booker T. Washington, and during his career there, he rushed for an astonishing 2,700 yards and 45 touchdowns, in which, as we all know, he committed to the University of Miami. And his college career was pretty darn solid. In his freshman year, he played in all 13 games, rushed for 450 yards, had 129 carries for 9 touchdowns. And his career just continued to improve. His sophomore year, he went for 1,100 yards on 209 carries and 14 touchdowns. Now his junior year, it kind of slacked down. He went to 428 yards and 3 touchdowns and only 56 carries. That was due to an ankle surgery that he had going on after a serious injury and made him miss the majority of the rest of the season. After that year, Walton decided to forego his senior year and go to the NFL draft. He was actually picked in the 4th round by the Cincinnati Bengals, 112th pick overall, and he was played actually in Bengals' 4th week in victory over the Falcons. He had 5 professional carries for 9 yards and 2 receptions for 28 yards overall. His rookie season finished not too impressive, but not too bad. A good start with 14 carries and 34 rushing yards, 5 receptions. He probably would have done well if he continued on that path, but his troubles began to hit after another. His first arrest was actually a DUI while he was in his college career, and then his second arrest was in an altercation where Walton's car was actually blocking the entrance of a building's garage, and a couple was trying to, get in there, and they were asking him to, move the car over, and an argument started. During this time, the woman was actually filming Walton on her phone, and he became very angry. In fact, he threw her phone away, and he just started going after a woman too, who had just some, scratches and nothing serious. Well, the bad news didn't stop for Mark Walton, and he continued to make poor decisions. 3rd time he got arrested. This last time it got a little bit crazy. It was a high-speed car chase that was going on March 12th. And the police officers tried to pull over Walton's car because it was speeding, going out and out of traffic. Walton stopped the car and eventually just started running from the police. During his running attempt from the police, he was shot by a taser. But here's the kick. He removed the prongs and ran away after getting tasered by the police. An absolutely insane story. If you stayed all the way to the end of this video, I'd greatly appreciate if you check out the link down below that has Patreon under it. This is my page right here. All you have to do is just click on that link. It will take you over here, and you have different tiers of benefits. If you can support me for as little as $1 a month to as much as over $50 a month, whatever you can do. Police later on searched the car and found 14 grams of marijuana and a carbon rifle that was fully loaded. So February 16th, he was charged, already with a misdemeanor, and now he's had this situation. Well, the story gets even more wild. Cincinnati Bengals running back actually surrendered back to the police on Thursday to face his charges of the concealed weapon, the marijuana possession, and the reckless driving from his last incident. So this guy that had a difficult record and just missed opportunities, had a very bright career starting on in the NFL, had his 3rd arrest, pulled a taser out of his body, kept on running, and just a couple weeks later decided to turn himself back in. That is the story of Mark Walton. If you're not confused, I sure as heck am. I don't know what's going on, and I wish all the best and help that he could get whatever he is dealing with and help him to make the correct decisions. I do applaud him for, turning back to the police and deciding to face the charges instead of being on the run. And I wish him the best. We don't always know what's going on in the personal life of players, and there can be a lot of difficult things going on. But it's difficult to see such talented players throw their careers away with some choices. We wish all the best for Mark Walton. I really enjoyed his time in his career, and that is the story up till this point for Mark Walton.